Hello, I'm Yesenia Taveras. Welcome to La Conexión, the Connection. United Way of Delaware works to improve the quality of life for all Delawareans, focusing on education, income, and health. I have here with us Jamie Boone and Wanda Lopez, who's going to tell us a little bit about this organization. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us. Well, before we start, I was actually at the first ever Delaware Latino Summit, and I saw the both of you there. And let's talk a little bit about the summit, your involvement, and how United Way was there to assist in the first summit for the Latinos.
Well, I'd like to first congratulate the Delaware Hispanic Commission, and especially Javier Torrijos, who is the chairperson, and he's done an amazing job bringing together the community. It was a huge undertaking, and almost a year went into planning it. They reached capacity. The space could only hold 300, and I think they really pushed that. It was a great coming together of the community to talk about the issues that impact the Hispanic community, not just the concerns, but also the hopes and the dreams. And so we both were able to participate in the breakout sessions. I focused on the education, and Jamie, I believe, was in the health
and social service piece
so
of it.
It was a robust conversation, and we all look forward to what will come out of that, which is the Delaware Hispanic Public Policy Agenda.
And how was this such a necessity type of summit that you feel we should have had in our community, in the Latino community?
I think it's very important to have that summit. Just the fact that Latinos make up such a large part of our school system and our community, vibrant part of the community, all of the learnings that we have about them being entrepreneurs and adding to our workforce. It's just timely that the summit was able to happen at this time, and the energy that was in the room was fantastic. Our breakout group that Wanda mentioned, it was so nice to be in it because you heard all the perspectives from all walks of life, everyone coming together for common cause of how to make things better in the state for Latinos.
Definitely. The one thing I liked about it too is you had people there, Latinos there from Newcastle County, Kent, Sussex, all the different types of counties here throughout Delaware. They were there to represent, and they spoke about the different issues that were basically hurting them or challenging them within their districts. Right. And one thing I liked too was the breakout sessions. Everyone got to really ask their own questions and get some feedback, and then there was that website that we were able to use that kind of maintained all the information for the representatives and for the attendees.
That was cool.
Yeah, that
Technology
was.
real time, it was real cool. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and transition over to United Way. Can you tell us a little bit about United Way of Delaware?
Well, United Way of Delaware has various programs, and one that I was going to share with you was the Stand By Mi Hispano program, which you're going to hear from your guests a little later on, Mary Dupont and Dooney Landa. Also, the Latinos Unidos is one of the affinity groups that was recently launched at United Way to try to engage more of the Hispanic community. So the goal there was to really start those conversations, and we were able to bring some folks together in the beginning of 2014 through a strategic retreat. And we didn't have the fancy, wonderful technology that the commission had, but we did use that methodology, and also one of our chairs used a Six Sigma methodology to do the analysis and the prioritization. So what came of those robust conversations too was about 40 people who gave up a Saturday, and was 6 main goals, and they were all education focused. And so the first one being increasing developmental milestones in school readiness, increasing reading on grade level for the Latino students. All this relates to the Latino community. Increasing the transition to middle school successfully, increasing high school graduation and college and career readiness, and then increasing parent engagement, and then promoting diversity and inclusion. And I wanted to share with you, if I could, a little bit about a pilot that the Latinos Unidos group is going to support. The leadership team, it consists of 3 industries really: Anabel Pinheiro with DuPont, Dr. Rosa Colon Colaco with Christiana Care, and Tabitha Castro with the Castro firm. So in January, they're going to launch a pilot in a high school to do a kind of a career exploration into those 3 industries. So law, health, and science. So we're excited about that.
Yes, and like the goal of this show, we try to connect organizations with the Hispanic community, but Latinos Unidos is really is connecting Hispanics to these type of resources. And I was actually on your website, and I got to see the little video that was on there that really highlighted the importance of that connecting the gap.
Latinos Unidos is a group of professionals that come together, as the name says, Latinos Unidos, united, to really understand who we are here in Delaware, how we can support each other.
we're coming together to generally create a united voice. Not just a loud voice, but a voice with purpose, a voice that speaks for the people entirely.
Right now, as the growing affinity group, we're just noticing a lot of gaps within the Hispanic population.
And in Delaware especially, we need to do a better job in really linking Latinos to services, educating them where they can find those resources.
Our goal is to create a medium where we can get information to the people so they can continue to advance.
Why would a 5-year-old need to call Delaware 211 on behalf of their parents? There is a huge need to empower the adults for English as a second language.
United Way gets into the trenches. They make contact.
United Way is giving us that venue, providing us with that link for Latinos in Delaware.
Is this the reason why you feel United Way is reaching out to the Hispanic community and finding ways to connect them?
I think so. Just piggybacking off what Wanda said, with the heavy population of Latinos even in the school, so we're talking about that continuum of how we're going to prepare them to graduate high school on time, but also be prepared to go into post-secondary education or into the workforce to take advantage of some of these jobs that employers are saying are available out there, and they need students who are ready and people in the community who are ready to step into those roles. We have one of our newest initiatives, which is SPARK, for short, but it's Success Pathways and Roads to Careers. And it's preparing students to be able to leverage those student success plans that they create in school to help them navigate and explore the many opportunities that are available to them out there in the workforce, and make some strategic decisions on their future, how they're going to get to those aspirations and goals that they have as a Latino community.
Which is definitely needed now that these schools are being really looked upon to increase the amount of students who are passing exams.
Absolutely.
And
it's about the outcomes, about the impact that we're having, and really, you're talking about improving quality of life. That's when you start making a difference and moving the needle.
And I wanted to add to that, which is as part of that connectivity, it's getting those students to stay in Delaware and land a job with a Delaware company. So as one of the other Stand By Me initiatives is called the College Funding Project. And so in partnership with the Delaware Higher Education Office, what we're doing is working with the high schools and enhancing what they're doing to get these students ready and apply for college. More importantly is to sit and make a college funding plan to make sure that these families are really ready and really know what they're getting themselves into. Yes, it's an investment, but it's an investment that the family needs to be fully aware of as they approach it and understand all their options. There are wonderful options, and too many of our young people think, well, I can't afford it, and that should never be the barrier to a great education, because that, of course, will be a great future for
Absolutely,
them.
absolutely.
Y si puedes, en español, puedes decir los detalles de este programa Latinos Unidos.
Le quiero decir que estamos unidos en trabajar junto con la comunidad para apoyar, ayudar y elevar la comunidad hispana. Y la comunidad, si tiene preguntas, que por favor llamen al 211. Estamos esperando la llamada y yo le puedo decir acerca de programas, servicios y más detalles de los iniciativos.
Así mismo.
Gracias.
It's wonderful to be able to share that with our Hispanic viewers who can only speak Spanish. I think this program is very beneficial, not only for the English-speaking, but the Spanish-speaking residents here in Delaware. And in regards to that, I know the United Way of Delaware is doing a great job reaching out to the Latino community, but what are some of the other programs that your organization offers?
I think one, since we're on this theme of the youth, and we'll talk about generational differences and diversity. We have a wealth of diversity community. One of our other initiatives is around the Life Map and the IM40 that we are making available to youth of all cultures, Latino specifically targeting as well. How can we connect them to looking at what their journey has been? So we all have a story, but we don't have to be prisoners of that past and the stories that we have to hold. So how do we teach them how to look at those and use them as building blocks to their futures, understanding their past, but more importantly, how does it position them to be able to capitalize on their destiny?
Right. And who can participate in these programs? Like, for example, Latinos Unidos, you might think, oh, maybe, okay, I'm a Latina, I want to go to or attend some of these programs, but you might have CEOs from organizations who want to hear about these challenges that Latinos face here in Delaware. So who can participate and how can they get involved?
There's a couple of ways. We have just newly formed a Youth Service Advisory Council, which had their first meeting about a month ago. Around 30 or 40 youth came together with their parents and the individuals who just are concerned about them and their development, came together to form this council to say, how can we leverage our voice, roll up our sleeves, lend our muscle to getting the youth voice out there, and how can we help shape some of the initiatives and things not only going on within United Way. Youth are bold. They want to go out there and they want their voice to be heard out in the community, and so we, through this Youth Service Advisory Council, give them opportunities to go out into some of the workplace campaigns and things that we do, and actually have them stand up there and share their journey, and not only that, but how the resources that we're connecting them to have been able to help them in their progress to achieve their goals.
Wonderful.
As for Latinos Unidos, really, it's really about creating a network to share the information.
Absolutely.
So we're working to united with all the Hispanic serving organizations, obviously the Delaware Hispanic Commission and all the other organizations that focus and target the Hispanic community, so they can just email United Way and be added to our email distribution list. I really buy into the Delaware Hispanic Commission's theme, which was connecting for a brighter future, and that's what we're looking to do, is connect people to resources, programs, and continue to do that. We will all succeed. All Delawareans will succeed in that way.
As it is in your mission. And lastly, what's the contact information for those who want to seek more details of your programs?
They can go to our website, www.uwde.org, is unitedway.org. And right there, get on there, navigate, see all the wonderful things that are available to the community. And we want people to go there because a lot of times people say there are gaps. Well, the first step starts in knowing what's available and how do you maximize that to really help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time, Jamie
Thank
Wanda. I
you.
really appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you. Hola, comunidad.
More of La Conexión when we return.